Hope you guys are having a great day. It's a beautiful day here in Colorado, about 53 and sunny. So sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been busier than two cats covering up crap. So at any rate, this will be a perfect video for you guys. I got my Tundra here and it's got a bunch of sap on it. I parked under a tree, and so I thought this would be a great little video for some of you guys to learn how to take some contaminants off your paint. So first rule is you always want to start with the finest measure possible. So today I was kind of messing around with it earlier, and I have alcohol mixed 50-50 with water. So alcohol is a waterborne cleaner. So we're going to go ahead and try that first, but I'm going to go, since that didn't quite work and I didn't show you on the video, I'm going to go with 70% rubbing alcohol straight. If that doesn't work, I'm going to jump up next to this right here, which is auto body wax and grease remover. So alcohol is kind of your finest measure. Then you jump into your wax and grease remover, which body solvent is sometimes what they call it. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to go straight to lacquer thinner. I can use lacquer thinner on the body. A lot of people freak out, but as long as it's a catalyzed clear coat, it's fine. It may change the structure of the paint for a little bit and soften it, but I've never really had a problem with it. I used to paint cars, and you know, a lot of guys are scared to use it, but as long as it's a catalyzed clear coat and not like a lacquer single stage, it's okay. So that'll be next if this doesn't work. So first order of business, I have a towel here, famous Costco microfiber towel. I'll whip it out and I'm going to fold it in fours, and I'll take a little bit of this rubbing alcohol, and I guess this one maybe hasn't been opened, so I use the famous teeth method. Open it up, and or tooth method. Here, I'm going to pour some on the rag generously, and then I'm going to start wiping. I'm going to bring you guys in to show you kind of what I'm doing here. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but basically there's a bunch of little spots here, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to adjust the camera here, and then I'll put a little more on my rag. Make sure it's nice and generous. Don't be scared to just douse the rag, and then I'm going to want to slowly wipe over it. It's starting to remove it here, but I think I'm actually going to have to step into a little bit harsher solvent, and you can kind of hold it on here. I don't know, this stuff must be pretty strong, so it's not really wanting to remove it very well. So I'll hit it with my thumb a little, you know, it kind of softens it up, but it's really not super fast. The beauty of alcohol is it is kind of an easier cleaner on the surface, but it's really not working all that well. I mean, I think it would work, it's just going to take quite a bit of time. So since that's not working too well, I'll hit the glass a little bit. I'm going to step up to a wax and grease remover. So same thing, I'm going to use a different rag, pump it up. It comes in spray. These are spray bottles, made by USC Bondtite. These are what most auto body guys use to, you know, kind of hold their degreasers. So I'm just gonna, you know, douse it on here fairly liberally. And if you have usually you can buy this in a quarter of a gallon can, and you can, you know, put it in a spray bottle or whatever. So this is your next step. This stuff is stubborn. I'm going to use my thumb to kind of work it. You could use clay as well, but I'm just going to try the solvents. But it's still, there's a little chunk there and a chunk there. You can kind of, just not removing it super fast. You could use a plastic razor blade. Like I said, I'm using my thumb a little bit, but we're going to go into thinner and see how that works. It's not quite aggressive enough. So same thing, I can use the same towel because both of these products are a solvent-based product. I'm just going to spray the lacquer thinner right over the wax and grease remover, And wow, this stuff is really not wanting to come off. So stubborn stuff. Even with lacquer thinner, it's usually lacquer thinner will get it. So at this point, I'll probably use a plastic razor blade, or just really sit on here with some lacquer thinner and just kind of set it on the surface and just, yeah, it's some brutal sap. It just dropped on my truck yesterday, so it's working, and it's just slow. So this is basically one way to clean it. And there it goes. It's pretty much almost gone. One way to remove wax. Like I said, you don't necessarily have to be nervous about using lacquer thinner. I'll put a little more on. I wouldn't be worried about lacquer thinner as long as it's a catalyzed, or what catalyzed means is hardened. So most of your newer cars, this is a 2008, have a hardened clear coat, so it's not going to hurt it as long as it's, I mean, this car's whatever, 12, 14 years old basically. So, but boy, that's stubborn. Even the lacquer thinner is really not taking it off right away. So got the neighbors honking at me. So I'm going to show you guys kind of how to address the windows. I think it'll be the easiest thing. And I'm going to come over here and show you guys a little trick. So here you go. So I'm going to use a single edge razor blade. You can get these at your local automotive stores, and these are great to have. So there's some sap chunks here, right here. So I'm just going to hold it kind of flat. I'm also using a holder called American Line. That's who usually makes razor blades. And I'm just going to hold the holder tight and then just knock the sap off. It comes right off. I'll take a little thinner, not going to hurt it. And I'll just, you know, if you get it on your windows, it's super easy to knock right off. You would never want to use a metal razor blade on your paint surface. You will scratch the crap out of it. So hold it at like a 45-degree angle and just go across the window, and so that'll take it off. And I'll take a little thinner. That's not going to hurt the glass. This right here, you wouldn't want to use a solvent on. They got a little bit right here on this black plastic. It's like a trim, like a vinyl trim. So I'm going to jump back to alcohol and just be patient, because I don't want to dye this at all or stain it. So I could potentially knock like the matte, or make it more matte. It would knock the sheen off it. So I'm not going to end up using any sort of solvent on this. This is like a vinyl tape. So at any rate, the fender looks pretty good. I'll bring you in here. It looks pretty awesome. So seemed like it worked. You can also just be patient. And yeah, hope you guys are liking this video. I know it's been a while, and I've been meaning to put a lot of videos out. Just been super busy, as most of us Americans are these days who are working. And so hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below or whatever, and I'll do the best I can to get back to you as fast as possible. And yeah, have a great Sunday. See you later.